my name is Minna from the Foolish Couple, founders of the Foco Academy. We teach you how to be successful by using the success principles. So for many of us, we have been programmed since childhood about what we should and should not do. We've been told repeatedly in our childhood to be sensible and to behave like a good kid. What does that mean? Our parents and our teachers were programming us to behave in the way that they believe is the good way. It's not that they have bad intentions. Your parents probably had the best intentions for you. I know that my parents have good intentions for me. Telling me to have good grades in school, getting B is not good enough, I should have gotten an A. I'm told repeatedly that to have a good life, I must get a college degree, even better if I have a master's degree, and that I should become a doctor if I want a good life. Does that sound familiar? Well, when I was 8 years old, my parents, like all Asian parents, they wanted their daughters to play the piano. So they bought my sister a kawaii upright piano, hoping that either one of my sisters would fall in love with the piano. The backstory is that my mother, who was the oldest of the 3 sisters, she learned to play the piano when she was younger and she was not very good at it. And then her younger sister, the one in the middle, also learned the piano and she also wasn't good at it. So if genetics had anything to do with musical talent, then you can probably guess. My sisters, they were both older than me. They were no good at playing piano, nor were they even interested in it. But me? Man, I'm all over it. For me, if I hear a nice tune on TV, I can go to a piano and play it back. Just like that. No lessons needed. Some of my oldest friends also know that I have musical talent and really push me to pursue music as a career, but not my parents. And I can only say this now because some of you may know I have recently lost my mother. She was 85 years old, and it is my belief that it was really the shelter in place that took her life. The loss of connections, the fact that they were stuck at home all day for months, isn't inconceivable. It is too much to bear for her and for many other seniors like her. So back to my story. When I got into college, I was supposed to choose a major. And that's when my mother, knowing that I had full intentions of taking music as a major, she stepped in and in her words, she basically forbade me to take music and that if I insisted, I would end up living on the streets because I would not make any money out of my musical career. So I made this life-changing decision to listen to her and choose a different career path. What about you? Are you doing what you're programmed to do? What your parents think is best for you? And more importantly, if you are a parent, are you programming your children the same way? If you can go back all these years and choose again, would you choose a different path? If you have doubts about it, then now is the time to really think about what you really want. And I'm saying this because this year 2020, has been a disruptive year for almost all of us. Our lives are turned upside down, our lifestyles have changed, the nature of our work has changed, our family dynamics have changed. In a nutshell, everything changed this year, and you can choose to change for the better or for the worse. So to apply the success principles to the new normal, you have got to decide what you want. Regardless of what your parents, your teachers, what they told you that you can't do or you shouldn't do, forget all that. Reclaim your right to have your wants and desires like a child and learn to stop settling for less than you want. Inside every one of us is a tiny little seed of the you that you were meant to be. Unfortunately, you may have buried the seed in response to your parents, teachers, coaches, and any other adult role models as you were growing up. So this year, this is a special year that gives us all a chance to redefine ourselves. Stop living someone else's dreams and start living your own. So How do you reclaim yourself and your true desires? How do you get back to what you really want with no fear, shame, or inhibition? How do you reconnect with your real passion? You start on the smallest level by honoring your preferences in every situation, no matter how large or small. They might be inconsequential to someone else, but they are not to you. The first piece of music that I wrote that was publicly showcased was a short piano piece that was played in my mother's funeral. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that we're now staying at home, I probably would never gotten around to actually sit down, play on my piano, record it, and put it up as an MP3 file so that the funeral home can actually broadcast it. So, for you, stop saying, I don't know, I don't care, I don't have time, or it doesn't matter to me. Yes, it does. And start caring, start believing, and start taking action to make your dreams come true. Now, one of the exercises that may sound superficial or even silly, but is extremely powerful, is to create your I want list. Sit down in a quiet place, grab a piece of paper, and start listing out everything that you want. You probably start by writing something like beach house, a lot of money, Ferrari, something like that. Just keep going. Keep writing. Eventually, your deepest and truest desires will come out, and you'll know exactly what you truly want. Until next time, love what you live and live what you love.